Please, Elizabeth, if you'll stand here and Douglas step back and in a line this way, please. I'll have you step back toward the bridge. There, thank you. Douglas, Elizabeth, marriage is one of the most wonderful experiences of life, and it isn't only about today. You found a friend that you fell in love with. They fell in love with you, and you want to spend the rest of your life together. It is awesome to have a friend that you love and you trust them enough to make this commitment. That is why marriage is so beautiful. There's no fear in that love. There's no doubt. No more loneliness. You know positively the person you're willing to give your heart to came all the way from Texas to stand here tonight because they want to tell you how much they're in love with you. That's a great feeling. Love is patient, kind, gentle. It isn't arrogant or jealous. And love doesn't try to please itself and always have to have its own way. The greatest joy of love, the greatest pleasure of love is not when you receive. It is when you give. And the principle is so simple. It's like giving a gift to a small child that you love. You don't give gifts to little children so they have to give you a gift in return. When you give a gift to a child, it is simply so that when they receive the gift, if it's a cookie or a kiss or a hug, it's simply so that they look up at you and they smile. And that's all the reward you ever want. You enjoy making them happy. I wish adults treated their marriage that kindly. So that, Douglas, the greatest joy of your life from this day forward will to always be to make Elizabeth happy. Elizabeth, let that be the greatest pleasure of your heart. Make Douglas happy. And watch for those smiles above all. You can dream together through love. Your dreams don't even have to all come true, because greater than having those dreams is finding a friend to share them with. And you can endure all things through love, which means you don't have to face another day alone. Your friend is committed. They want to spend the rest of their life sharing their most beautiful memories and facing their most difficult moments holding on to your hand. That's a great feeling. And a beautiful promise, which is true. If you will be honest with each other in everything, your love will never fail. If you present yourself for marriage, please face each other and join both hands together. May I set your bouquet down for you? Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. You, Douglas, receive this lady, Elizabeth, that you hold by the hand as your wedded wife. You promise to love and cherish her. Will you answer, I do?
I do.
Elizabeth, do you in like manner agree to receive Douglas as your wedded husband? You promise to love and cherish him. Will you answer, I do? Then please repeat these vows. I, Douglas, receive you, Elizabeth,
I, Douglas, receive you, Elizabeth,
as my wedded wife.
as my wedded wife.
I do promise,
I do promise,
before God and these witnesses,
before God and these witnesses,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for the rest of our lives.
for the rest of our lives.
I, Elizabeth, receive you, Douglas,
I, Elizabeth, receive you, Douglas,
as my wedded husband.
as my wedded husband.
I do promise,
I do promise,
before God and these witnesses,
before God and these witnesses,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for the rest of our lives.
for the rest of our lives.
The circle of your wedding bands represent your love for each other, that your love will never end. And my prayer for you is that you will have many wonderful years of love together, determined that you will grow very, very old together, that you'll be the oldest couple in your neighborhood, still holding hands in public. And I don't wish you to have a lot of friends. It isn't important at all to have a lot of friends. What is better than having a lot of friends is simply to have a